File and document mastery. Create, edit, organize, and transform. So think about the documents you create regularly. Proposals, spreadsheets, presentations, organized file systems, and most of them follow patterns. You know the structure. You know what should go where, but building them from scratch, well, that's tedious. What if you could just describe what you need and it appears magically on your computer, fully formatted and ready? And that's not dreaming. That is CoWork's killer feature. So here is the thing about traditional AI assistant. They can write text, they can give you advice, but they can't actually make things on your computer. And CoWork changes that. It doesn't just generate text, it creates real, usable files in real formats, Word documents, spreadsheets, PowerPoint presentations, PDFs, Markdown, HTML code files. It is not simulated, it is actual. And it's not just creating blank documents. Claude understands the structure, the formatting, the formulas, the design. You get professional grade output from a text prompt. So let's talk about the document types. Real files, real power. Now, when you ask CoWork to create something, you are not getting a text summary. You are getting an actual file, a Word document, a formatted document with headers, footers, styles, images, tables, professional proposals, reports, contracts, Excel. And here is where it gets serious. Formulas, VLOOKUP, conditional formatting, multiple tabs, charts, data validation, real spreadsheets that do the math, PowerPoint, slide decks with layouts, transitions, speaker notes, presentation ready, print ready PDFs, shareable, logged from accidental edits, .md, .html, .code files, Markdown documents, web pages, Python scripts, whatever you need. The key? Claude understands the structural requirement of each format. A .docx is not random text. It is styled. .xlx isn't data in a grid. It is a working spreadsheet with formulas. So let us talk about creating from scratch. And here is the workflow. You describe what you want and Claude creates it. That's all. For example, create a professional project proposal for a website redesign client. Include executive summary, scope of work, timeline, pricing, and terms. Let me copy this. And Claude doesn't just write the text and hand you a .docx. It structures sections logically, applies professional styling, uses appropriate fonts and spacing, creates a cover page, adds a table of content, formats pricing as a table, and delivers it as a ready-to-send document. You're not editing a rough draft. You are getting a finished product. And if you need tweaks, you just describe them, make the color scheme match our brand guide, blue and white, move pricing higher, and Claude edits the document. That's how easy it is. Let me actually show this to you real quick. Okay, this is Claude code. I would want to move to CoWork. And let's see, I say this, create a professional project proposal for a website redesign client. And let's go. Now it is thinking. It is loading the tools to do this. Okay, now it is asking me questions because I was not clear about who the proposal would be sent to, who the client is, and so on. Now, what type of business is the client? This helps tailor the tone and the scope. Let's say a non-profit. What is the approximate budget pricing tier for this project? $2,000 to $5,000. What format should the proposal be delivered in? Do you see this? You can select both. You can select Word document or you can select a PDF document. Let's select Word. And now it will start building the proposal. It will start with reading the docx skill instruction before building the proposal. Let's see. Now I have the docx skill instructions. Let me plan the content, executive summary, about, scope of work, project timeline, pricing and investment, terms and conditions, and the next steps. For a nonprofit with a $2,000 to $5,000 budget, I'll propose a 3,500 basic redesign package with clear deliverables. Now I am writing the JavaScript code to generate this Word document with all the proposal sections formatted professionally. Done. Now these are the things Claude would be doing. Now I'll set up the to-do list and build the proposal. It is. Let me start working on the task. First, install the docx package. So it is doing all that it is supposed. Let us leave it and we'll come back to this while we keep moving ahead. And the next one is interesting. I'm sorry. Now this is where co-work becomes genuinely transformative. Most AI tools can't create real Excel formulas, but co-work can. We give a simple prompt, create a sales tracker with columns for date, salesperson, deal value, region, and status, add a summary, and let it create whatever it is creating, and I create a new chat, and this time I say create a sales tracker in Excel. Okay, and I hit on enter. Now what the Claude would do, it creates properly structured data tabs, working VLOOKUP formulas to pull summary data, conditional formatting rules that actually work, charts that update automatically if you add data, and multiple tabs with proper naming. This is a working tool and not a mockup. You can use it immediately, add more data, and the formulas and charts update in real time. And this is the difference between AI wrote me something that looks like a spreadsheet and AI created an actual spreadsheet I can use daily. So we'll leave this while it creates the Excel for me and we will come back to it. And obviously you can edit existing files. You can make changes because you might not always start from scratch. So if you have a document that needs refinement, you grant co-work access to your folder. You describe the change. So let's say you have a Q2 budget spreadsheet, update the marketing column with new allocations, social media, content, events, and recalculate the totals. And Claude would open the file, read it, understand the structure, makes the surgical edits, and saves it. You don't get a rewritten spreadsheet. You get your original file with the precise changes you ask for. And this is Edit Tool Mastery. Claude doesn't rewrite, it modifies. And the next one is bulk organization. Now, like we did it in the last session, if you remember, we organized our documents folder, we organized our downloads folder, and so on. Now, you know that folder that has been a disaster for months. Look at your desktop. Files everywhere, no structure, no names that make sense. And Cowork fixes this. Let's say you can give it a prompt like sort my downloads into subfolders, documents, images, video archives, and other. Create a README file explaining the structure and tell me what is in each folder, and it would do the needful. Claude would read the folder content, categorize files intelligently, create subfolders, move files, and generate a summary README. Your chaos becomes order in seconds. Next is data extraction and transformation. Now this is the power move. And here is a real world scenario for you. You have a PDF of a client list. You need it as a structured spreadsheet, or meeting notes that needs to become an action item list, or research scattered across multiple documents that needs synthesized. Cowork handles this as well. You just say, I have 3 PDFs with research notes, extract all the key findings, organize them by topic, and create a structured markdown documents with citation. What would Claude do? It would read all those 3 PDFs. It can handle images, complex layouts, everything. Extracts relevant information, organizes it logically, creates a clean markdown file, or you can say convert this messy spreadsheet into a professional report with sections, charts, and executive summary. And Claude transforms raw data into polished output. Now, let us understand this, the file transformation mindset. This is the insight. Files are not static, they are transformable. Meeting notes into action items and calendar invites. Data into dashboard, contracts into comparison analysis, images to labeled inventory, chaos folder into organized system with documentation. Think in transformations and not in creating from scratch. Your data is the raw material, co-work refines it. And here is a pro tip for you, specificity about style and structure. Just like in the previous session, specificity wins here as well. But here, specificity means create a professional proposal is vague. Create a professional proposal with our company colors, client name in header, sections for scope, timeline, budget, pricing as a formatted table, and a company logo in the footer. It's clear and it delivers what you described. The first one, that is the sales tracker, the Excel sheet that we had created. Now it is right here, the sales data, the summary tab. And if you see, there is conditional formatting, there are the color keys, there is calculation, there is all of it. There is, yeah. And then there is a chart as well. So you get everything. You just have to go here, maybe connect your Google Drive or show it in the folder and you see the folder. The next what we did was we created a presentation. Is it done? Let's find it out. Here it is. And see this. Project proposal, website redesign, prepared for. Since I did not say it, the client organization name, I did not put it up. Prepared by, Here is the executive summary, our approach, scope of work, project timeline. You see how well, nicely formatted Word document it is. It would have taken possibly hours and hours to have something like this. It thought everything on its own, it built up everything on its own, and you gave you the final result that you can simply copy and paste and done. Now you can also convert this .docx to PDF or whatever your preferences are. And this brings us to the end of this very lesson. Key takeaways: CoWork creates real files in professional formats. Excel formulas, charts, and multiple tabs are standard. Document creation is structural. Editing is surgical. Bulk organization transforms chaos into order. Data transformation turns raw information into polished output. Think in outcomes, and specificity about style and structure ensures you get exactly what you want the first time. And these are some resources to get started with CoWork, using CoWork safely, and downloading the Claude desktop. Now, you know how CoWork works and what you can create. But mastery isn't just knowing the tools. It's knowing when and how to use them. And in the next session, we will look at real workflows, common tasks, and how to structure prompts that get professional results every single time.